And here we are, back at it again with another episode of Homie Talk.
Yo,
Joined by the main man, Sus. I think Jude is going to be tapping in a little bit later. I think he's in his car coming from a children's card game. Oh, and I had to adjust the volume a little bit.
that man, that man.
This is usually he does do it in the evening. And, like I said, with the schedule switch up, it's a little tough getting into it.
Did he get one set up for today, or did he not have anything for you to relay today?
So he didn't have anything relayed, but I went and I grabbed a couple myself, a couple of anime themed ones.
Uh huh.
Because we always lately it's just been anime themed, right?
Right, right.
So I think I'll start off with the heavier one first because I got a couple, but we'll see how we do.
Hmm.
The first would you rather is this: would you rather have a Death Note or a Gias power? So I don't know if you remember how the Gias worked, and then you know how the Death Note worked.
Well, that is a good question.
Uh huh.
Uh. Hmm.
Yeah, that's a toughie, isn't it?
Yeah. Because they also are we going are we sticking straight to the script with like a Death Note? Because if you know that the author did make something called a Death Eraser.
Oh my god. Yeah, but let's strictly with the main anime series.
Okay. I mean, I can murk people, and just all I need is their name.
So you wouldn't want the Gias. Well, Kay says there are lots of Giases. Or Gias. I mean, because remember, so the Death Note, that one's straight up for just killing. And you
Yeah,
get to decide how they die, right?
I get to murk any and everybody who pissed me off.
But the Gias, you can control people. So you give them a command and it's just there until they kick the bucket.
Is it though? Is
I
it
think,
though?
right? Isn't that how it
Because
worked?
I mean, I don't know about till they kick the bucket because there's been a couple instances where they've snapped out of it. I
But
don't
they have
know.
the I don't I think I personally, man, I think I pick the Gias because it gives you a little more flexibility. I mean, although the Death Note, like you said, you can mark anybody, anytime, anywhere, as long as you got their name,
I'm
like their
sticking with what I
actual name.
said. Give me the book.
The
Give
book.
me the
All
book.
right, I feel that. I feel that.
I feel it.
Okay. Which I guess kind of answers the next one. Would you rather be the hero or the villain in an anime?
Well, it depends on what I'm going for.
Well, I mean,
Because
if you pick the Death Note, you're definitely the villain.
that's not
Like,
necessarily true. That's not necessarily. Pump your brakes there. Hold up.
well,
I
why
can
not?
be I can be a hero with the Death Note. Kill everybody in Death Row. Hero. Uh, that person who got away, but all I need is his name. Y'all can't find him. Y'all the first you seen first
Uh
forty
huh.
eight.
Yep.
Yeah. If you all you gotta do is find that person. Come to me. Tell him. Tell him. I got your name. I'll put myself out there. I'll be a hero. You know who I am. If you don't wanna get murked, turn yourself in. Boom.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, but Kay made a point too. He said you can with the Gias, you can mind control someone to tell them whatever names you want in the Death Note.
I mean that is true too, but we only you can't have best of both worlds. God damn it,
Hey,
overpowered ass.
this is chess, not checkers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Lelouch.
You can only have one. There can only be one.
All right, but on this one, right? So I guess you're the hero. You get MC powers. If you're the villain, which villains have a lot of advantages in anime, I'd say.
I mean, some of them are they hmm, they
They don't have
are
to
the
play by
villain
the
for good
rules.
reason. They
What
are
do you mean? Some villains are just evil, though.
not not. Hmm. I don't know. Tomato, goddamn it. You pick your poison.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, he says using just one. He's using my one to make you use your one easy.
Damn.
That's facts. Yeah, that's facts though.
That's true. You got me there.
And okay, so I'll move on to our last would you rather for the evening. And here you go. So it's anime themed as well. Would you never watch anime again, or the only thing you can watch ever is anime? So you
I already do that now. That second part, I already do that. So you don't even need to say shit.
Word. That's it.
I really don't watch TV.
Yeah. Nah, I feel that. I feel like I learned a lot of stuff from anime. But you're right. I really don't watch TV either. I only keep up with the news and YouTube for the most part.
Yeah, that's about it.
Watch movies and stuff. So I think I could live only watching anime. That'd be dope. Go full weeaboo.
Never again. There's enough high quality stuff in other mediums. Depends on what you like to watch, yeah.
Fair enough.
There
he is.
There he is.
What up, nerds?
What up?
You know what it is.
Got a question for you.
Oh.
Which one
Wait,
do you
hold on.
want to? Which
What
one do you want to
questions
ask
you got for me?
Would you watch? Oh, wait, put it back up there, Chris.
Hey, so you
Would
see the
you-
question there, Jude?
Or the only thing you can watch is anime? Is that a real question?
Yes.
Yep.
Do you not see my name?
Yes. That's what I said.
Do you think I watch anything else?
That's a good point. Okay, so wait a minute. I'm gonna give you the first question we did, which Kay had a good point on. Give me a second. So would you rather have the Death Note or the Gias?
Death Note.
See?
Really?
That's what I
You
said.
and Sus both chose the Death Note?
Okay, but here's the thing. So I hate to say this, but If you
there we
haven't-
go.
if you haven't read the new one shot of the secondary Death Note,
Mhm.
throw it on eBay. Watch the chaos.
Oh my god.
I don't have to
Listen.
write a single name in it.
Oh, not
Listen.
anymore?
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out because I haven't seen that. But look, so
What?
me and Kay both chose the Gias.
Okay, I can understand why Kay chose it, because real talk, we're actually... So, I guess for the first time in years, because I never actually finished Code Geass,
Mhm.
he's doing a run-through to face my trauma against it. But, like, real talk, how much chaos could you cause with an eye ability you can only use once versus openly telling the world, yes, here's a Death Note, how much are you willing to pay?
See,
Bruh.
that's what I said. And then go hit him with the next one. Hit him with the next one before you say something.
Well, and then the last question was this, or
I know his answer. I already know his answer.
would you rather be the hero or the villain?
Well, everyone knows I'm the protagonist.
Oh my god.
However, not every protagonist is a hero.
See?
Yeah, but I don't know. I explained. I was like, typically the villains don't have to play by the rules. Like, I feel like it would just be more
Well, yeah,
fun
but
and functional to be.
you got to also think of it like this, right? So, have you seen Overlord, right?
That's where I was gonna go.
Mhm.
That's where I was going to
Just
go.
because he's the protagonist does not mean he's the hero.
Mhm.
He's a rare example.
Rare example,
But I could,
Misfit Demon Lord. Man is literally the Demon Lord. He
I
went
guess
to the
you-
hero school and bodied people.
or I guess you could even say like Goblin Slayer. He's not really a hero. He just likes to kill goblins, or really has a vendetta against goblins. Is really what it is.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah.
Let me pull up Kay's comment on the anime stuff real quick too. Because he made a comment. Kay said he would choose to never watch anime again because there's enough high quality stuff. He says, like, even though American stuff is becoming more and more terrible, Bollywood is still maximum quality.
I mean, as where that is fair, it's justified. No, look at the name. That's all I got to say.
Fair enough.
And I will also admit to some of my trash tastes, because I know y'all brought up my question last week, and I just got to say, Duel Academy all day.
Yeah, I think that was a consensus. Unless us, I think you're the only one.
No, I'm pretty sure someone in this very panel mentioned he wanted to be in UA because he could. And yes, there was the stipulation you could come with your own quirk. However, I just want you to know if you ain't 1A, you ain't nothing.
You got to be in 1A. Yeah, you got to be part of the main cast. Also, Kay says you haven't lived till you've seen the clip where the guy jumps using a pistol. Those fucking Bollywood films.
He's shown me that a lot.
This man, I seen one where he like flips the car sideways and like as he jumped over a woman, he gives her a rose and like what the fuck? Or this Jeep comes jumping over a cliff and this man's just sitting front and center on the hood, chilling.
Yo, I do enjoy those Indian movies, bro.
Or the one where this man is miles away and this woman calls out to him as she's about to get shot and the bullet slows down. He's doing all this other shit until like the bullet gets about this close to her, bro, and then he saves her.
Hey man, that's high quality content right there. Hey man, but I want. Oh yeah, what's up, G?
Oh, I was gonna say because I sadly do not have one because I had one earlier if we did things on time, but I understand we ran into a situation. Life happens.
Mm-hmm.
So I will save it for next week.
Okay. Coolio, Julio. So, did you have any would you rathers before we dig into the topic of the night?
I think we got it. We burnt enough on that one.
All right, for sure. So then I will you guys seen the thumbnail. We're talking about the gender wars tonight. If that's like if it still even exists, if it's still a thing. I'm gonna pull up that clip you sent me from the roommates to kind of get us started in the right direction here.
Mm-hmm.
And then chime in as needed, gents. We'll see. This is it. So she says men have it easy.
I feel like y'all have it easier because women have to be attractive. Y'all don't. You could be a 2 out of 10 but be rich, and now you're gonna pull some of the most attractive women ever.
So men have it easier
when it comes to like standards and off of first look.
She really said that. She must be around certain kind of guys. She's not around the everyday.
Oh no, y'all are crazy.
Guy.
Y'all are crazy. Women have to look top notch to get y'all's attention. Y'all could just have money. You could be in a strip club.
That's so cap.
That is not cap.
What y'all think about what she's saying?
She capping.
She's capping.
Look, all I gotta say is there are some fellas out here. You don't even have to really look that great, and they'll be a 3-tier sub.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Matt, there's weirdos who like feet, so everybody have feet.
And it's like vice versa. If you want to talk about the other end of the spectrum, it's like all y'all have to do is slap some shit on your face and everybody's on your heels.
Yeah, her point's kind of weird because I've never seen that in real life where chicks just throw themselves at a dude because he has money. Like, I think it's a little bit more. I mean, if he's like flashy and showing off a car and stuff like that, I don't know. But I think it takes more than just the money. And like it's harder for dudes, in my opinion. Like if you ain't looking like Idris Elba or fucking, I don't know, just insert insert any popular male celebrity. If you don't look like that, like for the rest of us dudes, it's a little bit harder. And I do feel like it's easier for females. They probably get hollered at. Oh, what you got, sis? Kate says all you have to do is be female. I agree. It just exists.
Right.
You know, most females don't even have to look that great. You know, if you just look decent, a dude's gonna holler at you for real, for real. If you don't have, y'all know what CBF is?
No,
I know what Butterface is.
I know that. Yeah.
It is a type of face, but it's not butterface.
What is it?
It's actually, I said the wrong RBF, resting bitch face.
Oh, then yeah.
I have that.
Listen. That's like the worst thing in life when you just see a female that just has that permanent like that scowl on her face like that, and it's just like, why get that shit off your face.
Okay, first off, there's some guys who look at that face and then go spit on me though.
Yo.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not. But I got one for you.
What you got?
Gender war. A gender war? Absolutely.
Wait.
Feminism is killing this.
That's throwing me off. Is that a man or is it a chick?
It's a chick.
Okay.
Country.
Interesting.
Can you be more specific?
Feminism has taught us to hate men and to fear men because capital profits off of my fear as a woman. If I'm afraid of men, they can make a profit off of that. There's a gender war because men are the underdogs right now. Men are the ones being told you're feared, you're wrong, everything you do is wrong. Go make money, don't show emotion, BBB. Women are making a rise to the top. We've over-feminized so much and included women so much, which is great. But we don't have to tear men down to include women.
So why is there so much talk about male privilege?
Because for a long time there was male privilege, and now the script is flipped. Now women are the ones with privilege, but no one's ready to hear that.
But why are we still talking about male privilege?
Because no one's ready for it. We're not ready to make that change. We're seeing more women in films, more women in power. The amount of jobs that I have seen that say women only is ridiculous. In an effort to hire more women and get them hired and include them, we've excluded men.
Do you believe?
So it sounded like she was spitting a lot of truth there, actually.
Right.
Like we are kind of in this because that is a common thing I do see in a lot of these conversations that happen is, oh my God, not the patriarchy and all this kind of stuff. Like that's like a standard talking point where it's like, oh, you know, men bad, women need rights and this and that and the other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that is a common thing I see.
I would like to argue that technically the whole feminist movement did start when it came to being more on an equal standing.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point,
we're past equality.
Yeah, we are. But, you know, like how they always argue and say, like, there's people who just keep their hand out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're at the point where the hand is still out. And I don't know how much more we're going to give.
Yeah, I see a big change getting ready to happen, I think, because this shit is just getting out of hand. You know, this modern wave feminism, you know, coupled with the LGBTQ plus IA divided by 2 movement. It's a whole math equation now. They just kept adding on alphabets.
Right.
Yeah, it has gotten out of hand. You're right. I like that analogy of the handout, and they just keep asking for more and more and more. You know, at this point, it's not. You know, we're past the equality now. It's all about special privilege at this point.
Because, like, realistically, like in terms of, you know, some of the stuff I've been spitting that may or may not be allowed to, you know, be YouTube friendly depending on the time period.
Yeah.
But when we talked about it was mainly you guys because I was at the con and couldn't hear nothing. But the whole thing where it was just like, oh yeah, you know, she straight up wasted food. Man had to go out there with the gas and like gas is expensive. Yeah, fight her. No, you can't. You can't say that. No, true gender equality. I don't care who you are. If
Mhm.
you're going to turn around and waste food for a child, like that went too far.
Right.
You're going to sit there with your hand out. Okay, what are you doing to get that handout?
Correct. Right. They don't understand. They don't understand that nothing in life is free. That things take resources and time and things behind it, and different levels of skill for things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't really appreciate a lot of things that go into it. I like what Kay says here. Did you all hear about the female soccer team demanding to have equal pay to the male team and getting a pay loss because of it? I did not hear about that.
No,
I don't know. Are you guys tracking?
I have not.
I have not heard about it.
Oh, I'm about to look this up. They wanted equal pay and they lost money because of it. Equal pay settlement. U.S. men's.
Well, I
and women's.
mean, and this is not me trying to say like, I'm a man. Like, yeah, that makes sense. But like, as a business, like, if you went to your boss today and said, "I demand a raise," what do you think's going to happen?
Nothing. They're gonna laugh at you.
They'll be like, "Okay, why?"
Yeah. What have you done to deserve it?
The U.S. national women's soccer team wins $24 million in equal pay settlement. Oh, I have never seen this. The U.S. women's national soccer team has reached a proposed settlement in its class action equal pay lawsuit against the U.S. Soccer Federation. New collective bargaining agreement, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if this is the actual one you're talking about, Kay. But they got a lump sum of $22 million in back pay to the players. Federation also put $2 million into a fund. Each player able to apply for up to $50,000. What? The lengthy dispute dates back to federal equal pay complaint filed by the five high-profile members of the women's national team in 2016. Holy shit. 28 players then sued the U.S. Soccer in March 2019, alleging that female players were consistently paid less than their male counterparts. I mean, well, this is the same as like the NBA, WNBA argument. Yeah, this sounds like the one you're talking about, Kay, because this started in 2016. But it's the same argument essentially, right? People are saying, "Oh, hang on, let's fix this." People are saying that, "Oh, women in the WNBA should get paid the same as men in the NBA," and it's just like they don't have the same level of skill and talent. They're not putting the same amount of butts and seats as the NBA does. It's not fun to watch, and even women don't watch the WNBA.
But the fundamentals.
But it's not enough.
The fundamentals ain't gonna fill a stadium.
Yeah, like it's just they're not. The WNBA actually loses, I think, a few million a year compared to like the NBA. You know what I mean? And I would imagine it's the same for soccer. Women's soccer is just they're much slower than men.
Not to say that some of them couldn't be on the level of
I'm not saying they're
counterpart.
not professionals, and I just don't, and I won't say they're actually on the same level either. Sus, you look at something like, let's take examples of what's her name, Venus and Serena Williams. Serena Williams did an interview, a little while ago, and she said, "If you put me up against the number one male tennis player, I would get destroyed," and she recognized that gap. Like in the women's league, like she's great, but it's just a whole different set of game. It's a whole different set of skill and strength that we're looking at.
He's
If you take it, correct. You take a male professional to sport against a female, it's just not. In most cases, I would say 9 out of 10, the dude is going to crush. And again, it's the entertainment value. It's just not the same. So. This, these arguments that these people are making is just it's asinine, honestly. So I wasn't even tracking that. That's a good point, Kay. But back on the thing of the gender war, I don't know. I'm not in the streets, man. I'm not in the streets. I do see the conversations, but I'm not in the streets. So it's just I don't know. I thought the gender war personally, I thought it was done, some time ago. I thought I don't know if anybody won, but I thought it had just kind of died down a little bit. I'm tired of seeing the same things of, men coming into the spaces and we talk about the issues, but there's not really any solutions that I'm seeing. You know what I mean?
I got another one for you, real quick.
Oh, what you got? You got another TikTok clip?
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah. But it kind of like just listen.
Okay, let's see what you got. Oh, did you add it? You didn't even add it.
Oh, I didn't?
Oh, here. All right, you got to play it though.
Fucked up. I know, I fucked up. I fucked up.
Is that the one you wanted to add?
Yeah.
Okay.
To have a high-profile job for no pay or clean sewers for $100,000 a year.
I would clean sewers if it's more money.
Okay. Do you think most women would choose to do that?
I don't know what most women choose, but I'm talking about me.
Okay, no, I get that, but I'm saying I've interviewed hundreds of women, and most women actually would not choose the dangerous, dirty job. Is that possibly why a lot of women get paid less?
Well, if you're not willing to put in the work to get money, then that's your fault.
Do you think most women want to do the dangerous, dirty jobs?
It's not. It's not. Well, sometimes I'm not gonna lie. I'm not taking trash out.
Well, why do we have the expression "that's a man's job"?
Because certain things are a man's job. Because it's like, why gotta take the trash out if there's a man in the house?
Right. So I'm just saying.
Lift heavy things.
Well, right, but it says.
When I'm talking about equal rights, I want equal pay. I want equality. I'm not trying to get. I want to walk and feel safe. That's what I want to do.
But I'm saying. But I'm saying, is it fair to say if you want equal privileges, you need equal responsibilities?
No, I want. Why is responsibilities with equality?
Because you got to
trying to get equal pay.
Because you got to take the bad with the good.
Extra shit. Why can't I have equal pay?
Don't you have to take the bad with the good?
No, you do not. We should have equality. Period.
Would you rather have a?
Yeah. Again, that whole equality argument.
So, like, real quick, I gotta ask you guys because something that just got said is something that actually applies to my job because, as you both know, I'm in the recruiting career field, right?
Mm-hmm.
So back when I had my office partner, we used to talk about, like, depending on who would, come in the office, there were moments where I noticed I won't say we were selling jobs, but, like, we would advocate, like, based on the person who came in. And at one point, I had just so happened to be a female applicant. And, as I was going over jobs, she asked what I did, and I was like, oh, I do electrical systems. And before I started explaining the job, immediately signed on because it was just like, oh, yeah, like, I want to do electrical. Because that's like working with computers. And I was like, no, I'm an electrician.
Right.
And as I started explaining that, she's like completely backed off and was just like, oh, never mind, I don't want to do it. Asked her why, and she was just like, oh, well, I'm not trying to look for man's work.
But it's true. I mean, and I think that's okay, right? I think it's okay if women don't want to do those jobs because they're not really built for that. You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong. Like, I've seen female electricians, and I can understand people not wanting to do the job. But in a case where, obviously, G, you and I are in it, everyone in the Air Force gets paid the same. All you need to do is get a job.
Correct.
So
yeah, this is one of the
if we're really going to talk about equality, why does it matter what you do as long as you get in here? Because the benefits at the end of the day are all the same.
But yeah, so for me though, I'm not in it, but I work in I'm in like more of the construction field. I've seen both genders work doing the same thing, taping. I've seen one do electrician work. I've seen, various ones, some of them are, help cleaning out the rooms and stuff, get it ready for the next step of the project or whatever. That both men and women. But yeah, it's like, is it equal? Who knows? I don't know what they're getting paid, but at the same time, it's like it can be done if you're willing to do it.
I think the argument is that most won't.
Yes.
Most women don't want to do the hard labor jobs. which again is okay, but you're not you're not going to make as much money as a man will because you're not taking those high risk jobs that pay more. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's just the reality of it.
Most of them won't. No.
You know what I'm saying? Like the sewer cleaner for $100,000 a year. You know, most construction jobs, an electrician, being a skyscraper cleaner. You ever seen those? Where they hang off the side of the building and clean the glass, like something like that. I typically don't see women doing shit like that, and I know those people make bank.
I've seen it, not too many, but I've seen it.
Again, not saying they can't, but most will choose not to.
Right.
So this, you know, that argument of the and then in most normal jobs that they do work, they are making bank. They're actually making on par with what we're making, if not more. You know, so that argument goes out the window.
Right.
You know, this the glass ceiling is what it used to be called, right? I don't know, it's crazy. I think you know, people really are out there and still think that or they really do, you know, want this equality issue. They got to understand what all it entails and be willing to actually do the same shit if that's what you're going to, you know what I'm saying? The same type of work. I don't know. It's crazy. I hope the gender war, I hope that whole thing just kind of, I don't know. I want to see it come to an end at some point, honestly.
Right.
It's pointless. It's stupid to me. Just, you know, men have their role, women have their role, and you just got to understand where you fit in and just rock it. You know what I'm saying? That's I don't know. That's my perspective. I do have a clip I want to share with you that's been viral lately. I'm going to take us to church for a second. Have you heard or seen the clip I'm talking about? Or have a clue?
No, I don't.
All right, here comes the plot twist. You know who this homie is?
Oh my God.
That's the homie Bishop T.D. Jakes right there, man. Bishop T.D. Jakes.
What we got? What we got? What is this man got to preach today?
All right, well, listen, it's a 57-minute clip, but I got to the point that I want to get to, so check it out.
Outside of the woman, the child is damaged. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Let me get some water here for a minute. Wait. I came to this glass to get some water, but it had none. No matter how thirsty I am,
he's really
it
trying
has
to drink
no
that
water.
glass.
I can't get any water poured into me because it had no water poured into it.
All right, so
I get what he's saying. I get it.
I missed everything because I was getting us a new subscriber.
Oh, appreciate that. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
But well, basically, it's just a little clip from TD Jakes that's gone viral, and TD Jakes had a Kevin Samuels moment for a little bit. So just before this clip, he was talking about how, basically, he's talking about how men are the ones who pour into people, right? And so he uses this analogy. He's like, "All right, I need some water." So he tries to drink out of the glass, and the glass is empty. He's like, "No matter how thirsty I am, I can't get anything out of this glass because it's empty. It hasn't been poured into." Right? So his analogy can kind of applies to us in a way. Like if we're empty, we can't really pour into anybody, just as dudes, right? Yeah. I'm gonna play a little bit more of it. He explains it so much more better than I ever could.
More better?
More
better.
Yep. See? Case in point.
It is hard to pour into people what was not poured into you. I got this big picture here. It looks good, it's nice, it's fancy, it's cute,
more better.
It's fine, it's wonderful, And honestly, it's expensive,
and nothing in it.
But it's empty. Just because you dressed up don't mean you pour in. Just because you got a Gucci bag don't mean you pour in. Just because you got a fine watch that mean you pour in. You can be fine as wine and have nothing to pour in.
Hey, so you hear that? So he's talking about men and women in this clip.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like this because again, this is like the Kevin Samuels piece coming out of TD Jakes. You know, he's saying like you could look fine as hell, you could be dressed up, you could have money, you could have the cars, and still not have anything to pour into anybody else. You know, and that's on both sides of the equation. You know, so that's why I think like this whole. Like all these conversations that I be seeing, this whole gender war thing, like it's all a bunch of crap, man. Right. I feel like it's all distraction. Like we need to understand where our place is and everything. You know, work on yourself, fill your cup up, pour into somebody else. At the end of the day, you know, I'm not gonna play the rest of the clip because we still got it's like 30 minutes left in that clip. You know, if you've ever watched Bishop TD Jakes, that dude just. He goes
talks.
in. What the hell? I'm getting attacked by a cat. I don't know, gents. You guys got anything else to cover for tonight? Any other topics you want to dig into?
So I'm good right now. The most I could say is I will probably come up with something for next week, which will be on time.
Yeah.
Hey, shut up.
Look, all I was saying was you actually had a life situation pop up. I wish I was in the loop when the life situation popped up.
All right.
I had plans.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. I forgot. That's my fault. I forgot.
Hey, I created a whole new
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know, I'm used to, you know, not being acknowledged.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. Like just like you said, you know, you gotta put in what you're given.
Oh my god!
I thought I put in a lot. You know, showed some memes, just joking around, friendly banter, and then I get nothing.
Nah, I think I'm a little salty from that last Karibo deck.
I'll take that. But yeah, the most I could say is everybody just stop. Get some help.
Yep.
If we're gonna have this, we don't need to have a war. We just need to treat everyone equally.
I think so too. You know what? I did want to kind of mention something else too, though. It's off topic a little bit. Cybersecurity, gentlemen. Cybersecurity. I should be the spokesperson for it because my shit is.
Before you go into this, I know this is actually important. Yep. Also, everyone get NordVPN, not sponsored.
Get NordVPN so you can protect yourself while you browse the web.
But I gotta head out because I gotta go get my butt beat in a pre-release. But yeah, folks, be careful. Don't talk to strangers and verify who you're talking to.
Facts.
Gee, you got the rest.
There it is. Sus, did you want to say anything else on the gender war thing before I hit up the cyber security nonsense?
Nah, I'm good. You go ahead.
All right, for sure. So like my Facebook has been hacked for about 2 weeks now. So if anyone watching, if you're on my friends list and you've gotten like a weird message, it's not me. You know, it's probably some ninja in India or Africa just looking to scam and get a few bucks. One of my friends actually did send $200 to the scammer.
Some lost Nigerian prince. If you send me $500, you can help me get my inheritance back.
Well, no, like it's, you know what they're telling people? They're telling people my car is like broken down, and they're saying I have $200. I need another $395 to get it out.
No.
And most people realize that it's not me requesting the money because I talk a certain way in messages, and people that know me realize it. But one of my people actually did give money, and I hope he's able to dispute it and get it back. But y'all just be careful. These Facebook hackers are getting pretty sophisticated now. They're, when they're doing these messages, it looks like it's a real person. That's how I got. Still trying to get my account back.
It's been
I know the Facebook admins have not responded to me just yet. So I just have to assume it's lost, which really sucks because I got a lot of pictures, memories, and all my friends are on there. So
right.
Y'all just be careful, man. These scammers are getting crazy. But that's pretty much my message for the night, man. Quick and easy. Quick 40 minutes. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, check out some of the other videos, drop some topics. Hit us down in the comments below. Kay, as always, thanks for tapping in with the witty commentary. Always keeps things interesting. And that's it for tonight. I'll probably drop a couple videos on the other channel. I've been sick lately too. So that's it. Until next time, y'all. Peace.